नमस्ते प्रणाम गीता ध्यान ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudevasutam devam kansachanuramardhanam devaki paramanandam Krishnam vande jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. And our reading of the Sannyasa Yoga, the 5th chapter continues. Today it is the 11th Shloka, the 11th verse. Having read the 10th Shloka and Sri Krishna telling us that how the one who abandoning the attachment, getting rid of the attachment, keeps on performing the works, dedicating the works to Brahman. Brahmani adhaya. Saṅgaṁ tyaktvā karmāni karoti. That person, liptate na papena saha. That person never gets tempted by any sin, by any evil, by any vice, like the water droplet on the lotus leaf. No wetting, no dirtying, no leaving even a mark of water droplet being there on that leaf. Like that. This knower, this enlightened soul, having understood, having got that jnana, through karma yoga, he remains in his own bliss, not tempted by any evil, not tempted by any sin, not even a mark that he has done that work. Not even any sign is left over. Know that he has done that work, because he is not the doer at all. And for such a person, for such a blissful person, Sri Krishna further says, he in fact now in this 11th shloka, he gives a standard operating procedure how that person works. It is not that just sitting idle, not involving any of his organs, he gets the works done. No, he's fully involved as far as the body, the functions are concerned. They are all involved. But internally, he is not involved. His hands may be working, his eyes may be working, his ears may be working, the hearing system, nose may be working, the tongue may be working, everything is working. And so Sri Krishna tells here, it is a SOP that he has given how such knowledge, the jnani, how such an enlightened soul works. Kāyena manasā buddhyā kevalair indriyair yoginaḥ karma kurvanti saṅgaṁ tyaktvātma-śhuddhaye. Saṅgaṁ tyaktvātma-śhuddhaye yoginaḥ karma kurvanti. Having abandoned the attachment and purifying the mind, purifying the self-purification. This yogi, this great karma yogi, he performs all the actions involving kāyena, body, manasā, mind, buddhyā, intellect, kevalair, indriyair api. All these senses, all these body parts, all the intellect, they only do the work, but he is not involved. So, the yogi, abandoning attachment, performs all the works, he does all the works. The body, the mind, intellect, these are all the resources available to him to do the work. Now, all these resources, the indriyas that are available to him to do the work, organs and the senses, all these the resources that are available to him, he utilizes these resources only. He doesn't take any external resource after that. With these resources only, he performs all the work, but abandoning attachment. That is the main clause. Abandoning attachment, he does all the work like any other being, any other fellow who does the work, even person who is doing the work with desires, he is also utilizing the same resources. Person who is working, abandoning all the attachment, he is also utilizing the same resources in getting the work done. But there is a vast difference between the way these two people are working. One with attachment, his entire focus is driven by something. But the person who works without any attachment, there is no force which is driving him. It is only the Lord's command that is driving him. And with that, doing that kind of work, utilizing the body, utilizing the mind, utilizing the intellect, utilizing the senses, he remains busy doing that work, but in that work is towards self-purification. The other man's work, he is also doing, involving body, mind, intellect, and senses. He is also utilizing the same resources, but the motive is, it is not self-purification, it is self-gratification. That's what makes the sense. It is a different question whether that he gets self-gratified or not. That is a different question. But he also utilizes the same resources. The person who doesn't have any attachment also utilizes the same resources, but the objectives are different. This is for ātma-śhuddhaye. This is for self-purification. So what Krishna says in this, teaches in this 11th shloka, the yogi, abandoning attachment, performs work with the body, the mind, the intellect, and the senses only. He is not using any other, special magical tool. No. Same resources available for this body. Same resources the yogi also uses, but for self-purification. The motive power of desire creates the evil of attachment and propels the mind and senses on baneful missions. What happens? Just think about it. Any work that we do, an ordinary person does any work that is done is only out of desire. Is there any work that we do which is devoid of desire? No. Ordinary person cannot do anything unless and until there is a desire in that person. I have a desire to success and then I work hard. I have a desire for earning money. I work. I put in lots of efforts in earning the money. That becomes my objective, earning the money. And with that desire, I start working. And then that work is not anyway comparable with the work which is done without desire. When we do work without desire. It is not the work that is done, it is the sacrifice that is being done. By way of doing that work, by way of doing that action, desires just ruin us. We don't know whether that desire is going to give us any pleasure or any pain. We don't know till the time we do that action and then we repent. Oh my God, why I did it? I should not have done it. It has brought in such a wrong feelings for me. It has brought in such a sorrow feelings to me. It has brought in such a great pain to me having I should not have done it. All the works which are carried out based on desire. The basic motive of desire is to enjoy, right? That is why people do all the things. In reality, all the works that are done, do they lead to enjoyment? There is nothing called pure enjoyment in the worldly affairs, in the worldly matters. Pure enjoyment is only, the enjoyment of Satchidananda. Enjoying that absolute bliss, that is the only pure bliss. Any other returns that we anticipate while doing the work, they come with pairs of opposites. The bandhava, what Sri Krishna keeps on telling us to get rid of. Pain and pleasure, joy and sorrow, not a single thing. Joy, there can never be joy without sorrow. There can never be pleasure without pain. There can never be happiness without unhappiness. As far as we look for that in the worldly matters. We like to eat sweets. We eat lots of sweets, and then what happens? We enjoy at that point of time while eating the sweets, while eating the shondesh, while eating the rasgulla, while eating the chocolates. We are so happy. And what happens when we eat, say, 20 rasgullas? That's it. We have to look for antacids, we have to look for then we have to look for candy and gelusil and hygiene and all those kind of stuffs. We all for that discomfort while in the process of enjoying. So Sri Krishna says, and that's what happens. The moment we start doing any work with desire, with the ulterior motive of enjoyment, it also brings some kind of pain, some kind of sorrow, some kind of trouble with it. It is only when we start doing anything without attachment, which is not born out of the desire, it is only then real bliss sets in. When the evil is eliminated, the instruments become available for the service of the divine. And when that desire portion is taken out, when doing a work based on desire is taken out, doing the work for the work's sake, doing the work that the Lord has put our Lord. The moment we start doing work with that motive, with that understanding, there is no evil attached to it. There is no pain attached to that work then. There is no displeasure, there is no sorrow, there is no ill attached to that work then. And then the moment work is not attached with the desire, the work is totally free from attachment to any what is going to come to me, that thought. The moment that thought is not there, am I going to enjoy it? When that thought is not there, then automatically what happens is our body, all these resources that Prakriti has given to us, our body, our mind, our intellect, our senses, they all start working in cohesion with the divine. And then no sense of ill, no sense of sin, no sense of evil can ever touch us, can ever touch the person, real yogi who is performing that work. The more they are engaged on holy purposes, the better they get sanctified. And as they go on working in the divine, with the divine understanding, automatically sets in the process of self-purification also. Self-purification is effected this way. Karma is verily the means to this great end of self-purification. So Sri Krishna has given this the standard operating procedure to all the karma yogis. That yes, we are doing all the works, utilizing the resources available to us. And just think about it. These resources that the Prakriti, the creation has given to us, the Lord has given to us, the Divine Mother has given to us, our resources are so limited. Let us use them. Let us use these resources of the mind, the senses, the body, mind, intellect, and senses. Let us use these limited resources in the best possible manner towards understanding the reality. And when this happens, then real Karma Yoga starts. Then we start working without any attachment. And we put in these, whatever these resources are available with us. Now, I was telling, these resources are so limited. We have got only five senses, right? Imagine had we got sixth sense. Maybe we could have perceived this entire creation in a totally different way. So with whatever senses available, with whatever the organs available, today we have got eyes to see, ears to hear, then mouth to speak and to eat, the limbs, the hands and feet for moving around and doing all the actions, the hands, specifically the hands of the physical labor. Now, had there been any other organ for that matter, just imagine, we could have done much more. It doesn't matter. Whichever organs, whichever senses, whichever intellect the Lord has given us, the Mother has given us, let us utilize these limited resources that are made available to us in the best possible manner without attaching them to the work that is being done. The moment that happens, automatically, as Sri Krishna has confirmed and taught us in this 11th shloka, it will lead. Working with the same body and senses and mind and intellect, the same person will work towards self-purification when the work is done in non-attached manner. Saṅgaṁ. That is the key point. Get rid of the attachment and start doing the work and lead to self-purification. Such a wonderful outcome it is going to get. Sri Krishna has promised in this 11th shloka of the Sannyasa Yoga, the 5th adhyaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.